Check. X1 XN short update, and also some Cardano stablecoin talk that is in the conversation. So you're gonna want to stick around. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get straight into this one. What am I talking about? Jack Levin just updated us not long ago with this. He literally said, yo, X1 XN short update for and more details are to come, right? Moon parties, number one, are a 30-day form of auctions where you literally can get to compete with your Zen burn records to get the XN allocation. XN is the native token that is going to be on the X1 blockchain. Everybody's gunning for that one. I think supply starts at 1 billion, and then, you know, half of it is locked up for grabs for the entire community. Now, everything the Fair Crypto Foundation have created is literally gonna be part of that XN burning process, or pretty much, you know, 1-to-1, 3-to-1, however they're gonna sort out those allocations. I.e., if you holding zone tokens, you might get XN allocation. If you holding VMPX, you might get some form of allocation. If you're burning Zen, you know, all these other protocols that they created, you're gonna have some XN allocations. XNFTs, number two, they are a different class to get up amplifications in the same auctions for the original Zen burn records, and also your Zen yield at maturity once your XNFTs have matured. So XNFT burnings and whatnot are also going to be part of the allocation process. And also now you have the native coins, which is Ethereum, to be used as a buy and burn of Zen with amplification also in the same auctions. Those auctions are going to be dope, man. People are going to be competing and they're going to be gunning for burning all of this stuff. And look at this right here. If yield, so if liquid staking, you know, similar to what Lido Finance and them, what they're doing. So Lido style, Jack said, for staked ETH yield plus XN yield with your liquidity token called XETH. So basically, those who don't understand what liquidity staking is basically, you know how you stake your tokens and it's always locked, you have to wait, there's a waiting blocking period and whatnot. With liquidity staking, it allows your liquidity to be more fluid, i.e., you know, you swap your Ethereum for these XETH tokens and it allows you to earn more ETH as yield and also XN as a yield. That is pretty dope. Lido Finance is blowing up because of stuff like that. So basically, you know, most of DeFi is pretty much like that with the locked liquidity. You know, stake tokens cannot be transacted as used as collaterals to earn yield across the DeFi ecosystem. But, you know, liquid staking service providers, they solve this problem by literally helping you mint a new token. That's why they call it XETH and STETH and whatnot. And you can now use those tokens to play with, and it will earn you more rewards. And this is how bullish this thing is, man. Yeah, shout out to Jack and team. I think he's slowly figuring things out as he goes. And yeah, man, X1 XN, the blockchain, that thing is gonna be dope. People are just waiting on this thing him to click the button and then say go, and then yeah, that's it. Yeah, Zenians, they just can't wait for all of this stuff to see how it's gonna play out. Everybody's speculating, hey man, what about this, what about that, because so many things have been created, so many things have been built on top of Zen. You also have contracts that are helping burn the Zen token across 10 to 12 different chains. There you have it. It's gonna be epic. Now let's move on to Cardano, because this USDC drama stablecoin is still going on. Today, Liquid Finance hit people with this. Shout out to Cardano Times. They said, yo, the Liquid Finance team has displayed their vocal support for the integration of USDC on Cardano over the past few days, stating their belief that a lack of USDC native support will cause ADA's underperformance compared to the other top 5 smart contracts, L1s and whatnot. So basically ADA might underperform next bull cycle. What did Liquid Finance say? They said, yo, anyone against USDC native support for Cardano, for USDC to come on Cardano, it is pretty much, you know, advocating for the underperformance of Cardano within the top 5 L1s next cycle. So we might not even be in the top 5 next cycle if we don't have a giant stable coin like USDC. So to ignore that, what Liquid Finance said is pretty much a recipe for disaster. And the community chimed in. Look at Husky token. They said, why not make this happen? Now I checked Charles, right, his recent interviews and whatnot about this USDC dilemma. Charles literally said, yo, Cardano is not run by a president. Like, he doesn't run it. He's just a guy on top of it, right? He's the founder. But, you know, Charles is encouraging community voting, governing DAO. This is what he's all about, governance and DAO and people, community participation. So basically what Charles is saying is, if y'all want us to deploy that $10 million, you have to create something. You have to get the right people involved and the community voting to see if the community wants USDC to come on, and then we're going to deploy the $10 million funds to bring USD over to Cardano. Now my take on all of this is just like Charles said, Cardano has a treasury and it has community governance and all of this stuff. My take on all of that stuff is just whatever helps this ecosystem grow. Now he argued, I think some people in the community also argued that, yo, Cardano didn't need no stable coin and they did crazy numbers last cycle. That's true. But this upcoming cycle, you're gonna need all the weapons that is required in your pockets to target the right audience and the people that are coming in. And if a stable coin is gonna be an additional volume on top of your ecosystem, why not? Bring it on. Because we don't have a large stable coin within the Cardano ecosystem. If we had a Tether, that would be dope. Now Tether's risky because, you know, the big dogs, they coming after Tether. I don't think Tether might survive much long. You see in 2018, 19 and onwards how they've been fighting Tether since. But Tether's been, despite being so controversial, it's still up here though. As the #1 stable coin in the world in terms of cryptocurrencies. Every chain that you see and their mother is using USDT Tether, except for Cardano. Most chains are now using USDC, right? And that is needed because look at the volumes they're bringing in, bro. They daily volumes, billions of dollars in daily volumes, transactions. People need them, especially those who are going to do Cardano DeFi. They're going to need that, you know. I think I had to sit down with a Cardano dev, a top Cardano developer, one of the largest DEXs within the Cardano ecosystem last year. Shout out to Vi Finance and Steven. And he broke this down too. He didn't want to get in trouble, but he told me the sentiment is there that the people in Cardano, they need USDC. They need a stable coin. It doesn't necessarily have to be USDC, but they do need it in order to compete with these large chains, you know. If you look at the Solanas and all these, they all using stable coins. You need a stable coin on your chain because people trade and swap in and out of them. Crypto is very volatile, and if you don't have a stable coin to lock in your gains, it's going to be very difficult for you to be making money out of it. So the Cardano's, one of Cardano's biggest hurdle is if you go over to MinSwap and all these other DEXs, you can only swap back to ADA. Now ADA is stable as long as it can be stable, but if it was a very highly volatile coin, that would have been very unattractive to do that. So people are gonna need a stable coin regardless at some point. I say even if, you know, the Cardano OGs are saying, well, Cardano doesn't need it, it didn't need it last cycle and whatnot, but this cycle, if it's gonna be a weapon, use it. Bring it on, bring that $10 million, put it on the table, bring a USDC on board, and let's see how the people are gonna absorb it and how they're gonna be using it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. We bullish. Bull market is coming very soon. Shout out to my members. If you want to join, it's only $2 a month to support your boy Nakamoto Crypto. Next to the subscribe button, click join. Like up the video, share it, subscribe for some crypto content. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.